Good morning. We are going to start. Welcome to this 7th International Academic Symposium entitled Smart Energy Systems from a New Energy Policy Approach. Okay, in this opening ceremony there is Professor Martí Parellada, FIEB, and also Professor María Teresa Costa. Please, Professor María Teresa Costa.
Thank you. Good morning, Honorable Vice-Rector of the University of Barcelona. I'm Professor Martí Parellada, Trustee of FUNSEAM and President of the IEB Foundation. On behalf of the Chair of Energy Sustainability, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome you to inaugurate the 7th International Academic Symposium. I will briefly give some comments on the Chair. The Chair was created in May 2012 as part of an agreement between the University of Barcelona and FUNSEAM, a foundation created for boosting a sustainable energy model and sponsored by the leading energy companies in Spain and Portugal: Repsol, Endesa, CS, Nagas, CLH, Gas Natural Fenosa, Cepsa, EDP Renovables, and Red Eléctrica. The Chair has become a successful example of academic business cooperation. Our mission is to be a center for research and analysis, bringing new ideas to the academic energy debate at an international level. The Chair's contributions are the results of the huge effort of a tiny group of researchers which, in less than 7 years, has developed several research projects which have resulted in publications in top-ranking journals, with a number of citations, numerous working papers, participation in 50 international academic conferences, presenting papers selected previously by a scientific committee. We received 45 distinguished visiting professors from the best universities and research centers on the world. And we are very happy to have several PhD students doing their research with us. As in previous years, in this 7th symposium, all keynote speakers and chairs have been selected based on their proven experience and their contributions published in the top journals. The papers that will be presented today were chosen by the scientific committee based on their quality and uniqueness. I should very much like to acknowledge the extraordinary caliber of those researchers who respond to this call and said it's an honor to have the best of them with us today. The conception of this symposium responds to exacting academic criteria. Contributions from the previous symposia have been of such academic excellence that most part of them have been published by top-ranking journals. The Chair's goal is to participate in the economic analysis of energy and environmental problems associated with the sector, and to pool our work with the whole of the academic community. Today's event will continue in this vein. Thanks to the IEB and to all the members, especially to the Director, Professor Duran, and the President, Professor Martí Parellada. It's a privilege to work with such outstanding institution which recognize the central role of academic research. And finally, I should like to give my thanks to Barcelona University and to FUNSEAM for their unremitting support for academic research. Thank you very much. Thank to all of you for coming to be with us today.
Thanks, Professor Costa, and now Professor Parellada.
Thank you very much. The opening ceremony probably is necessary. It's difficult to avoid the opening ceremony, but recovering un refrán español, in English, the good thing is if brief, twice good. La cosa, lo bueno, si breve, dos veces bueno, in Spanish, no? I try to follow this idea, no? For me, it's a great pleasure to participate 1 year more in this opening address with the Director of the Chair of Energy Sustainability, Professor María Teresa Costa, and this year with the Vice-Rector of the University of Barcelona and colleague of the Physics faculty, Professor Cirera. Thank you, Professor Cirera, for sharing with us this opening ceremony. I combine here the position of member of the board of FUNSEAM and also the position of president of the Barcelona Institute of Economics. This combination of institutions reflects, I think, how to improve the research in the public universities in Spain. In our case, we combine, on the one hand, one foundation, FUNSEAM, in which, as María Teresa Costa said before, in which foundation participate the main companies of the energy sector in Spain. This foundation decided to sponsor the chair of energy sustainability, and for another hand, the University of Barcelona that accept this sponsorship incorporates the chair in the university and appoint as a director, this is the competence of the rector of the university, appoint as a director the Professor María Teresa Costa. And decided also to incorporate the chair from an academic and research point of view to another foundation, that is the Barcelona Institute of Economics. This Barcelona Institute of Economics is another foundation promoted by 5 big companies, big Spanish companies, and 5 institutions. La Caixa, Naturgy, A+, Abertis, Akbar, the management of the water supply, and the municipality of Barcelona, the province of Barcelona, the Fiscal Studies Institute of Madrid, of the Minister of Economics of the Spanish government, and additionally 2 universities, the University Autonomous of Barcelona, Barcelona Autonomous University, and the University of Barcelona itself. Additionally, the foundation, this the Barcelona Institute of Economics, is recognized as a research institute of the University of Barcelona. I think this is a good example of public-private partnership, a concept that is not particularly fashioned in these days. That said, I repeat my point earlier. My presence here today as a member of the board of FUNSEAM and president of the Barcelona Institute of Economics emphasize how this relationship between institutions improves the work, our work. For FUNSEAM, from the point of view for FUNSEAM, the activities of the chair are very important, in my opinion, because the chair is a very good tool to give the members of FUNSEAM, the companies, but also its stakeholders in general, rigorous reflections from the academic world about questions related with the energy topics. For the Barcelona Institute of Economics, the incorporation of the chair is also a very good opportunity to introduce in our portfolio of activities the research of energy economics. I am very proud as a member of the board of FUNSEAM and as a president of the Barcelona Institute of Economics of the work of the chair, and particularly of the work of Professor Costa and all her colleagues. I am sure that the companies represented in the board of FUNSEAM, I heard it yesterday during the meeting of the board of FUNSEAM, and the companies and institutions represented in the board of the Barcelona Institute of Economics Foundation are very proud also of the activities of the chair. The chair is developing a very important work in the field of research, has been recognized as a research group of excellence by the Catalan government, is publishing an important number of articles in journals, in scientific journals of high impact, has consolidated a program of visiting professors. 3 PhD students are doing their doctoral thesis, and the chair is doing also different research projects about the climate change challenges and the R&D and innovation in energy. This good work is also reflected in this 7th International Academic Symposium, whose objective is to study the smart energy system in a new energy policy. A smart energy system based around new forms of flexibility could help us over the period to 2050 build less power generation, turn off generation when it exceeds the demand, and avoid significantly reinforcing the energy networks. It could also reduce the cost of balancing of the energy system in real time. The program on the symposium will permit to discuss these challenges deeply. To finish, let me thank also all of those who have contributed to organize this event, and particularly the administrative staff of FUNSEAM and the Barcelona Institute of Economics. In closing, let me reiterate once more my appreciation of Professor Costa. I am sure that without her, this project would have been impossible. Thank you, all of you, to be here with us during these days. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Professor Costa, Professor Parellada, professors, authorities, students, friends. Welcome to this university, welcome to Barcelona in the name of the rector of the University of Barcelona and in my name. I would like to briefly introduce, for those of you that don't know, the University of Barcelona. The University of Barcelona was founded almost 600 years ago. Despite that, the University of Barcelona is a young university. It's a very big university with a high research level. In the different international rankings, among all of them, it is the first institution in research in Spain by far, and it's ranked between 150 and 200 position in the world. Thanks to the activity of many professors, chairs, and research groups like led by Professor Costa and many other distinguished researchers. In fact, our university is big university. We have about 65,000 students, 45,000 of them degree students, and about 5,000 PhD students. We have 16 faculties covering from business, economics and business, fine arts, physics and engineering, and many other disciplines. And when we have a very big institution like this, to have cross activities is a very important task and very important thing. I think that to have activities like energy that can cover disciplines such as engineering, physics, chemistry, and economics is an important thing, it's an important task. And we have in our university this kind of activities such as energy, but also another like health or water. It's important, and I would like to thank Professor Costa and all of you that work in this field. I think that you contribute to bind the activities of all the university. And as Professor Costa commented before this ceremony, despite she belongs to the economics and business faculty, she also do some classes in the physics faculty, in the Master of Energy. So, and also the students, you are here. So it's important to have this kind of binding activities. And I would like to thank the chair for this work, and also to organize this event. Well, in fact, this event is important for science and also for the society. We have many values that are reflected in the scheme of this event. I would like to highlight the environment, also the reliable information, and also the trust. I think that many other values, but these three values are very important and are very well reflected in the speeches that today you will see. I would like finally thank all of you to attend this event, but also for the commitment with these values. I think these values are important today more than ever. And I would like finally to decide that you can take profit of all of these high-level speeches and discussions, and you can take profit and work with it. Thank you, and all the best. Thanks.
Thank you.